Welcome back, everybody. My name's Prater54, aka Adam, coach of the McChesney Park Slowpokes, and today we bring you our draft analysis for MDL Season 6 Wi-Fi Singles. This season you get 115 points for 9 to 11 Pokemon, 25 points for 2 Terra Captains with Open Terra with Preview. Some captains had an upcharge, some did not. So that's definitely going to be interesting. This season, Take Heart is banned on Manaphy, Shadow Tag, and Arena Trap are banned. The usual last respects, Shed Tail, Revival Blessing also banned. The evasion boosting items. Sleep Clause is in effect. I don't believe Dire Claw breaks it, or Relic Song. So it's pretty standard Smogon clauses. There's no item clause, so this is going to be incredibly interesting. I was 14th pick in Aria Division, so this was incredibly interesting. The way this worked is there's 32 coaches this season. There's Aria and Pirouette. So we got split 16 and 16. So, first pick overall, I decided to take originally, which was a Terra Necrozma that made it to me. Its stat breakdown is over here in the bottom right. You guys can read that, or I can read it off to you. 97 HP, 107 attack, 101 defense, 127 special attack, 89 SPDF, and 79 speed. Necrozma is a dual threat. This thing gets access to Dragon Dance as well as Trick Room, so you can run Trick Room weakness policy, underspeed a lot of an opposing team, and just blow things back. Or you can run Dragon Dance with the base 79 speed, run physical, and have Photon Geyser blow through any ability. It basically works like Mold Breaker, and there's nothing they can do. Even Ability Shield does not block Photon Geysers, so mons like Clef, Dondozo, Skeledirge take a unresisted hits based off of the stat boost. So that is incredibly amazing. This thing gets access to Earth Power, Expanding Force Flash Cannon, and if you're wondering if I'm looking to my right, I have Showdown open on my dual setup, so I'll be reading off a few things. This gets access to Heatwave for Steel types, gets access to Psychic, Psycho Cut, Psyshock, Psychic Fangs for Stab, Photon Geyser. It gets access to both Moonlight and Morning Sun for recovery, gets access to Knock Off to remove items, gets access to Light Screen and Reflect, access to Rock Blast for flying types. All in all, it gets a lot of coverage. It even gets stored power and moves like Charge Beam, which is 70% chance to raise attack, but it's 90% accurate. And even Solar Beam for take advantage of sun and to blow back bulky waters, or mons that are just weak to grass in general. So all in all, it is a good Pokemon. Originally, it was a Terra Captain. It was 18 points. Now it is 13, and it does not have Terra. I made a Grace transaction that was more beneficial to my team that I did not even think I would get them on. So, things happen. But that is Necrozma. We are going to hop on in. Wait. Oh yeah, this also gets access to Stealth Rocks too. I forgot to mention that. That is incredibly valuable, especially in this format. And Meteor Beam. That can blow back things as well. So you can boost your special attack with Meteor Beam, blow through something, and call it a day. All in all, Necrozma looks like it's going to put in a lot of work, but we will hop on into Mon number 2. For Mon number 2 and 17 points, I decided, you know what, let's have a little bit of fun. Let's start trolling. We took Cinderace. Cinderace is actually a very interesting Pokemon with Libero. It's not as good as it was last gen, but it still can put in work with this monstrous speed stat on the bottom right. But it has 80 HP, 116 attack, 75 defense, 65 special attack, 75 SPDF, and 119 speed. The way Libero works this gen is the first non-fire move you use when you come into battle, your type changes. Then it stays that type until you swap out and restart the process. The benefit of what Cinderace does is it is pure fire type. So you can Pyro Ball, and then change your typing, which is incredibly good. So you can actually Pyro Ball to dodge Will-O-Wisp. You can do Scorching Sands to dodge Thunder Wave, or just be immune to electric type moves. You can Shadow Ball to make yourself immune to Rapid Spin against spinners. All in all, that is incredibly good. This thing gets access to Agility Bulk Up, gets access to Swords Dance now, which is incredibly good. Trailblaze to boost its speed. Access to Will-O-Wisp and Weather Ball, which is incredibly clutch if you need to run a special or bulky Cinderace. Granted, it doesn't get anything recovery-wise besides rest, but we can deal with that. Access to Sucker Punch and Super Fang is incredibly valuable, so is access to High Jump Kick and Gunk Shot for bulky fairies. And opposing rock types with High Jump Kick. This even gets access to Baton Pass. If you don't want to run U-Turn, you can run Baton Pass, gain momentum, and now you're chilling. Because if they swap on you, instead of clicking U-Turn, you click Baton Pass, and now something is in for free. And you don't have to risk Rocky Helmet damage on Cinderace. Granted, U-Turn just with the barrow can be pretty nutty. This even gets Iron Head for fairies as well, and ice types. But the main reason I got this mon is Court Chains. Court Chains is incredibly valuable. Okay, you set screens and hazards on me. Alright, gimme. Give me your screens. You can have these hazards. I'll take it. I'll take the trade. Next, we got our actual Terra Captain that we changed in Grace. We have Walking Wake. It was at this point in the draft I sniped the round 1 Great Tusk team. I took the Wake from the Roaring Moon team and the Gouging Fire team and the Raging Bolt team. Did I feel like an asshole a little bit? Yes. But Wake being Omni-Terra can be anything that the matchup decides, and I just tell my opponent is incredibly valuable. 99 HP, 83 attack, 91 defense, 125 special attack, 83 SPDF, and 109 speed. You can boost your special attack, you can boost your speed in Sun. You can have access to boosted Draco, boosted Flamethrower, make yourself immune to Fairy, or make yourself resist Fairy, swing over the top of opposing fairies with Steel or Poison, and just call it a day. That is incredibly valuable, especially with how hard this hits. And Hydro Steam is not nerfed by the sun. It is actually boosted, which is incredibly good with this thing's monstrous stack set. This gets access to Agility, Dragon Dance, Flamethrower. It gets access to Flip Turn, Knock Off, and Scald, which is incredibly valuable. And yeah, Hydro Steam, Hydro Pump, Hurricane for in the rain matchups. Flamethrower gets access to Draco Meteor, Dragon Pulse, standard Dragon moves. But what makes this thing incredibly interesting is it gets moves like Noble Roar, so you can run a Throat Spray set and not have yourself item locked. And you can nerf the damage that's coming to you because it lowers the attack and special attack by 1. This even gets access to Mud Shot and Breaking Swipe, as well as Weather Ball. All in all, overly good mon. I can't wait to see what I can do with Terra Walking Wake. Hopefully it's better than base Walking Wake, which I absolutely flopped with. Next, we have Let's Take Torkoal away from The, 1 second. There we go. And the next month's stats underneath. We took Torkoal away from the Great Tusk team and all the Gouging Fire. Well, the rest of those teams I named off with Wake. I might as well take it now. Have full power Wake going forward. This has Yawn, Will-O-Wisp, Stealth Rocks, access to Rapid Spin for hazard removal, Solar Beam, Sludge Bomb, Lava Plume, Weather Ball. Ancient Power gets access to Gyro Ball, Shell Smash for shenanigans. All in all, Torkoal puts in the finest of work. Even with it, it's bulkier than you think it is. For 70 HP, its defense and HP just make it a thick little boy. But it has 85 attack, 85 special attack, 70 speed def, and 20 speed. All in all, still a good mon. Torkoal's going to be a lot of support for this team. And we are going to hop on into the next mon. Oh, yeah. Wake was 18. Torkoal was 11. And I believe Cinderace was 17. I can't remember if I stated that. I get forgetful sometimes. ADHD kicks in. But Venusaur is for 10 points. Its stat spread is over here with 80 attack. 80 HP, 82 attack, 83 defense, 100 in both attack and SPDF, special attack and SPDF, and 80 speed. This is a chlorophyll mon to go with Torkoal. This allows me to have full force offense while in the sun, which is incredibly good. This has access to both Earth Power and Earthquake and access to Growth, so you can run a physical set instead of a special set if you wanted to. It even gets access to Swords Dance, regain Toxic with the DLC, and access to Weather Ball to have a special fire type move in the sun. Synthesis is incredibly amazing because it's almost a full HP recovery. Access to Sludge Bomb, Solar Beam. On the physical side, it's got Petal Blizzard, Poison Jab, Power Whip. I wish this mon got Gunk Shot, but it doesn't. It'd be so much better if it did. But it also gained access to Curse on the DLC. So you can get your defense, attack, and speed. Defense attack raised by 1, speed lowered by 1. Run a White Herb, get all that back. Well, now you're the fastest thing alive in the sun, and you're hitting pretty hard, and you're tanky. This even gets access to Leech Seed. Gets access to like Bullet Seed, Poison Powder, Sleep Powder, Stun Powder, access to Worry Seed for support. All in all, Venu's a good mon and well worth the 10 points. Next, we took Diancie. I kind of have she's fun. That's all I can say. I wanted a fairy, I wanted a reliable one, and I wanted one that can set hazards, and I really did not want to lock into Klefki. So I got Diancie, because Diancie has spikes and stealth rocks to stand, access to Diamond Storm access. I believe it gets access to Pain Split. No, it doesn't. It gets access to Psych Up, Misty Explosion, gets access to Guard Split. That's the split move I was thinking it was. This gained Fake Tears. It has Charm. All in all, this thing is incredibly fun. You can run a Trick Room set with Weakness Policy, or you can run a Rock Policy set with the same thing. This has Scorching Sands now, which is incredibly good. Psychic and Psyshock, as well as Stored Power. Gets Draining Kiss, Gyro Ball, Earth Power. Diamond Storm to raise its defenses, which is 50% of the time if it lands, and Body Press to go over the top of that. So you can run a mixed Diancie with Body Press in Trick Room and overwhelm your opponent. 50 HP, 100 attack, 150 defense, 100 special attack, 150 SPDF, and 50 speed is not bad, especially for a mon with clear body. It's unaffected by stats being lowered. I don't know how this interaction works with Parting Shot, but we're going to find out. But I know it blocks Intimidate and Sticky Webs, which I'll take. All in all, Diancie's here for hazard supports And just to swing momentum with Trick Room, I can even set Trick Room, swap into Torkoal, and fire off Eruptions, which is still pretty damn good. This even gets access to Endeavor and Flash Cannon, which is pretty good, and Meteor Beam. And Play Rough now. You can run a physical Diancie with Play Rough now. That is kind of hilarious. But all in all, that is Diancie for 9 points. We will hop on into the next mon, which is Slitherwing. I finally drafted Slitherwing in singles and not having it be in VGC where it's kind of mid. Slitherwing's amazing. It gets Protosynthesis. It gets a lot of similar moves that Volcarona does, like Flare Blitz, Giga Drain. Gets access to, where is it? Gets access to Temper Flare, which is a physical fire move in Sun, besides Flare Blitz if you don't want Recoil, and Heat Crash. It's decently heavy. It's got Heavy Slam as well for Fairies. This gets access to Poison Powder as well, which is kind of annoying, and Will-O-Wisp. This gets access to Superpower, gets access to Trailblaze, Flame Charge, Wild Charge for Bulky Waters. Lunge is annoying. High Horsepower and Earthquake are annoying. Dual Wing Beat. Close Combat. Gets access to First Impression, which is another reason why I got it. This thing can come in the sun and just smack things in the face. We have 85 HP, 135 attack, 79 defense, 85 special attack, 105 SPDF, and 81 speed. I don't know if you can boost or speed this. I don't think it's possible with the attack stat, even if you lower it to 0 IVs and minus attack nature. I think the SPDF would factor in first before the speed, so I don't think it's physically possible. But having booster attack is incredibly good. I'll take it. Slitherwing was well worth the 13 points, and we will hop on into the next mon. We took base Tornadus. Why not have Prankster, Tailwind, and have Defiant in case I have somebody with Intimidate sets? I can run a physical version with Adrenaline Orb and just swing over the top. And Tailwind allows me to have immediate speed control. This also gets access to all 4 weather moves, so I can immediately reset the sun or change the weather if I need to cripple my opponent or set Tailwind. I'll take it. Tornadus for 10 points is well worth it. This gets access to Weather Ball, Focus Blast, Chilling Water, Dark Pulse, and my showdown broke. Alright. Don't know why I did that, but we will hop back into it. This gets access to Bleakwind Storm from PLA, access to Bulk Up, Acrobatics for the physical set. Like I said, I can remove the item and swing over the top. Sludge Bomb and Sludge Wave are amazing on it. Weather Ball, U-Turn, access to Prankster Taunt. Prankster Nasty Plot has Hurricane, Knockoff to remove items. Hammer Arm's good for steel types if I run a physical set. And Grass Knot for bulky waters is amazing, and for mons like Ting Lu, so I don't have to force myself in the Focus Blast. Oh no, I'll take it. This even gets access to Leer, gets access, well, Swagger's banned. All confusion moves are banned in this league. But all in all, it's a very good mon. 1 week I will probably run Metronome for shits and giggles just to have fun, but that is Torn. We will hop on into the next mon. We took our second Terra Captain in Scovillain. This thing hits incredibly hard, and it's incredibly interesting. Even though it's got 65 HP, it's got 108 attack, 108 special attack, 65 defense, 65 SPDF, and 75 speed. This mon gets Chlorophyll. It also gets Insomnia to prevent sleep, and Moody. Moody is banned though. But this Mon can be both a physical or special attacker. This also gets moves like Endeavor. If you're like Sash Endeavor, you can drop then the 1. That is incredibly good. This gets Leech Seed, this gets Lash Out, and Crunch. So if you lower its stats, Lash Out does base 150 now. This gets access to Super Fang, Temper Flare, gets access to Seed Bomb on the physical side, Fire Fang, Crunch, like I said before, the Giga Impact, Bullet Seed. Yeah, you can run a loaded dice set on this and just smack with Bullet Seed. And then for some reason gets Rollout. I won't run Rollout because I don't even think it gets Defense Curl. But on the special side, you get Flamethrower, you get Fire Blast, you get Overheat, you get Solar Beam, you get Giga Drain, Energy Ball, you get Terra Blast for both ends. Oh yeah, this even gets Zen Headbutt. I forgot about that. This gets access to Will-O-Wisp as well, Burning Jealousy, Grassy Glide, and Grassy Terrain, as well as Growth. I can run Growth in the Sun, and now I'm just nuking. That is amazing with Terra. But what I love about this thing, and because I'm a Mirror Herb fan, is Spicy Extract. What this does, if you can get this positioned in on something that doesn't want to die to it, you click Spicy Extract. It lowers their defense by 2, raises their attack by 2, and if you run Mirror Herb, I get a free +2 attack, which is incredibly valuable. Now I'm +2, they're -2. They are getting nuked. It's no question about that, and then you just hammer away. So, I'll take it. All in all, it's a very good Mon and well worth the 6 points, and we will hop on into our next Pokemon. I couldn't resist. I needed more Peko. It's not trolling unless you have a Mon with Rapid Spin, Parting Shot, Knockoff, and a whole lot of fun things. This even gets access to Fake Out. This gets access to Psychic Fang, Seed Bomb for water and grass types. Well, water and ground types. So they can't really sit in front of it. Aura Wheel is base 110. It's electric the first turn and dark the second, and always raises the speed. So all in all, that is incredibly funny. It forces ground types to come in, but then a ground type doesn't even resist the Aura Wheel the second turn because it's dark type. This gets access to Fire Fang, Ice Fang, gets access to Facade, gets access to Outrage, which is the most hilarious animation from this thing, is just seeing it throw a damn tantrum and then yeets itself. This gets access to Quash, Power Trip, gets access to Tickle, which lowers attack and defense of the opponent by 1, which is also hilarious. Moves like Snarl, Fake Tears. Yeah, all in all, it's pretty interesting. And I want to see what this thing can do. That is Morpeko. It's got 58 HP, 95 attack, 58 defense, 70 special attack, 58 SPDF, and 97 speed. With that being said, that is our 4-point Morpeko. Scovillain was 6, and the last mono on our draft was originally a Weirdeer, but I was like, wait, hold on. No. I can make myself a little bit stronger. I got Sawsbuck. This also gets Chlorophyll, gets access to Sap Zipper, as well as Serene Grace. Sap Zipper is incredibly valuable in some matchups, especially if they want to launch Leech Seed, or if I'm facing off against a Rillaboom or something like Ogerpon. I bring this in, and now I get an attack boost. Chlorophyll is a double-edged sword in the sun. This thing gets access to Body Slam, Double Edge, Energy Ball, High Horsepower, Horn Leech, Leech Seed, Leaf Storm. Gets access to Mega Horn, Shadow Ball, Seed Bomb, Stomping Tantrum, Throat Chop, Zen Headbutt, which was now a 40% chance to flinch in with Serene Grace. Body Slam's a 60% chance to paralyze with Serene Grace. Shadow Ball's a 40% chance to lower SPDEF. Headbutt is a 60% chance to flinch, and it's now 70 base power. So you can be incredibly annoying with Serene Grace. Which, yeah, I look forward to having fun and choosing my opponent. Oh, and this gets Wild Charge for opposing flying types. All in all, Salzbuck is incredibly good. I like it. 100 base attack is nothing to laugh at, nor is 95 speed in the sun. This will outspeed anything not named Dragapult that's Scarf or Electrodes in sun. It outpaces Fluttermane unless it's Scarf boost. No, it can't if it's Scarf. And in Sun, Fluttermane. Well, Fluttermane's not in this. But yeah, you get the gist. I can run any of these 4 forms with this 80 HP, 100 attack, 70 defense, 60 special attack, 70 SPDEF, and 95 speed. And if I remember right, this thing gains access to Sword Stance now, but I do not think it gained access to growth. So it has no way of increasing its special attack, so it's mainly going to be a physical attacker. But all in all, that is the team, and we will put the entire team here for you guys to look at for a little bit. But I look forward to the season. Tell me what you think about the team in the comments if you want to. Like and subscribe if you haven't. And enjoy, and we are going to have fun. Our week 1 is against snow, so this is going to be a weather war. So stay tuned for that as I face off against Lukey. You guys have a good day. Peace.